The municipality of North Cypress-Langford is located to the south of Neepawa, bordering the town on three sides and stretching south past Carberry as far as Shiloh to the west and Edrins to the east. Total population for the area is 2,860, with a land area of 1,762 square kilometers within 6 wards.
Call the meeting to order. Resolution 2/1/2025 be resolved the council meeting be convened at 9 a.m. with Reeve Ray Dyson in the chair. Can I have a mover, please?
Davidson.
Seconder?
Grant.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution 2/1/2025 be resolved that the agenda for the regular meeting of August 11th, 2025 be adopted as circulated. Can I have a mover, please?
Rob.
Seconder? Dallas. Anybody have anything to add? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you very much. Resolution 2/13/2025 be it resolved that the minutes for the regular meeting of July 7th, 2025 and the joint meeting minutes of July 28th, 2025 be adopted as circulated. Can I have a mover, please?
Grant.
Seconder? Harold? Anybody got any comments, concerns over those minutes? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Josh Delabo? It says 9:05 or 9:02, 9:03, so.
Well,
You got anybody else coming with you?
no, just me today.
Good with going ahead then?
Yeah, if you guys are.
You got something, Harold?
10 o'clock, I have to fly over to the lumberyard and meet the owner and potential buyer of the place for, to see them for 10 minutes and come back.
Okay, yep, no, go ahead, then you gotta go there, Harold.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, so, hi everybody. It's been a minute, and hopefully everybody's had a good spring, summer, so far. And I'm not gonna start talking about the S word or September, but we're coming around and it's been a while since I'd come to see you all, so I thought it'd be a good time to check in to let you know that we are still diligently working hard. As the kids say these days, lawyers be lawyering. So just wanted to give you an update on the process that after your lawyer reviewed the conservation agreement, basically whenever you provided it back to us, I told Teresa this, we were like, oh great, like a few comments, like no major changes. And then we caught it at the very last minute that he did put some changes in there, but he didn't redline it. So we had to do a document compare to see like what he had said versus that. So that's like, catch on our end. And anyways, it's gone through the process, and from an NCC legal standpoint, the changes that he made are just to clarify things more. So no major issues on that side. And I finally got word on Friday afternoon at 4:15 that it was just a clerical thing, and it was all understandable. And our lawyer recommended that there be some clarification because there was comments about like the energy transmission lines, right? Like that if there was, that it would be allowed. And it's something that we discussed beforehand, that the Conservation Agreements Act is like in the hierarchy lower on the totem pole than what the energy transmission is, so we would be subject to that anyways. But it just basically, I think he recommended language to where we work together to ensure due care to the lands, I think is the legal term that he used, but
Makes sense.
yeah. So behind the scenes, like behind the legal scenes, we've been working very hard fundraising for everything and going through the internal process for approval. So it's going to our national board in September because of the value that we discussed before. The project is so big, we have to have national board approval. So all that paperwork and forms have been submitted, and things are looking good on that end. And we are on pace to roll into this. I want to say that by September, we could have an agreement ready to go. And whenever it comes to the conservation agreement and the legal agreement, as far as like the evaluation goes, now that we've got the confirmation on the wording, we'll put that to the appraiser to make sure that the value hasn't changed within the draft appraisal that we have. We don't expect it to, but it's just a step, and because of the value of the appraisal, there is our internal step because the value is so high that we have to have a appraisal audit of the appraisal. So we go to another appraiser to say, did this person like do the right thing? We have full confidence in it, but that's what our national board standard is. So that's
What if it goes higher?
what's that?
What if it goes higher?
If it goes higher, it goes higher.
It can't go lower, I don't think. Just saying. Think I put it out there.
Unless there's been a major crash in the real estate market, it's not going lower. Which I don't think within this area.
The appraisal rates in our municipality went up, what was it, 14%, 13%?
Yeah.
So, like, in general, if you take that into account on an average acre,
Yeah.
it can't go down.
I'm
Like, I mean, I'm just making a statement, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just,
Yeah. I agree with you 100%, Robbie. Like, I don't think it can go down with the way that land prices are. So,
Yeah.
and the way that land's trading at. Unless there was, like I said, if there was major changes within the conservation agreement, like then there could be some
Yeah.
fluctuation up or down within that, but I expect it to be like within that.
so one of the biggest things was on the land descriptions. There was a lot of
Yep.
concerns about that, and Teresa was saying got them all fixed, but there's one still.
So we had worked together because, I had referenced what I thought was the right stuff, and whenever your lawyer reviewed it, it's like, no, this referenced the mineral rights, and then we sent it to our lawyer to be like, okay, just fix this.
Yeah.
And he was like, we'll make it simpler and do this. And then there was a little bit of uncertainty about the 80 acres, like north of the Douglas Marsh, right beside the provincial forest
Yep.
over there. And it was like, we're unsure, like, your lawyer was unsure if our lawyer referenced the right documentation to prove that the municipality owned it. And then basically Teresa and I were like, we're out, how about you guys talk? So
Yep.
that's what we did. And then I think they figured it out.
Our lawyer basically said until the sale went through or the agreement went
Right.
through, that's when you'd find out for sure, because everything is, all these documents are so old because the municipality has owned it for so long that they're written documents.
Right.
So he said, once you put everything through, then you're going to have all the proper documents. He said he couldn't see it being an issue, but he wanted council to be aware there is something.
Yeah, well, a lot of these
With that
were
one person.
done in like in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were tax claim sales. So, whenever I went to land titles, they're like, this is in 3 different systems. Like, we've got 2 in the new system and 2 in the old, or a bunch in the old system, and then some in the newer old system, so.
So was there any question over the mineral rights then?
No, like, the conservation agreement doesn't affect the mineral rights, so mineral rights, oh man. About half are owned by the Crown and half are by, it used to be Heritage Holdings Inc. and now it's the subsurface rights community. They kind of trade mineral rights kind of back and forth from my understanding of things. So it's a private entity that owns it, but that doesn't affect the conservation agreement.
And the RM still retains the carbon capture.
Yes, sir. Conservation agreement doesn't say anything about carbon.
Anybody else got any comments, concerns? Sounds like it's moving along really good, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for the work.
Can I ask a question? I've heard from the public some varying opinions on where the funding for Nature Conservancy Canada comes from. Can you just for minutes, like
Yeah.
clarify?
Yeah, Nature Conservancy Canada, we're very lucky to have our funding basically split about a third, a third, a third. So a third of it comes from private individuals. That could be your $10 to $50 a month type of people. We are also very good at charitable foundations, so that's another private funding source. So trying to think of like some of our bigger ones would be like the Weston Foundation. Trying to think of the Carthy Foundation, like these large foundations. Think of like Winnipeg Foundation, but more privately run as opposed to publicly run. So we're very good at getting fundraising grants from those. And then sometimes a third of that is federal and provincial grants. So they're what's called matching grants. So for every dollar we raise, we could receive $1 from a federal agency because of that.
Right.
But first we have to raise the private money.
And provincially, that would come from their conservation trust?
Conservation Trust for Nature Conservancy Canada, we can apply that to on-the-ground management.
Yeah.
And there are some small costs, like they might cover some legal fees,
Okay.
but they're not, that's not going towards like the payment of a conservation agreement.
No. All right.
Yeah, so it's, think a third, a third, a third. A third is like the $10 to $20 a month people. We are lately, I don't know whether it's just a sign of the times, but we do end up with a lot of requests. So
Do you get
from
any
states
corporate
and stuff
funding?
like that. Yeah, corporate funding. So there's no, James Richardson and the Richardson Foundation and then Tundra Oil.
Right.
They've given money to Nature Conservancy in the past and have been, I would say, good donors. Well, all our donors are great donors, so I can't say that.
Very good.
But
Any other comments for Josh? And Teresa, good job you two for pulling all these things together.
we're waiting on the lawyers, so I'm hoping it'll go quicker now. And it's one of those things. They're busy. It's also summertime, so
Yep.
I think
Holidays happen.
yeah. We do sit through 6 months of winter to get a few months in summertime, so I can't really blame people for wanting a week or two off in the summertime. So
Okay, thank you very much for coming
Thanks a lot,
by,
Josh.
Josh.
yeah, not a problem, guys. And
Pretty good info.
as always, if you need anything, Teresa's got my number, and I'm pretty sure everybody else has my number too. So if any
Which phone?
questions-
You got two of them in
Yeah.
front of you there.
Well, this one I have to put my business card on because they replaced all our phones and they gave us all the exact same phones with the exact same cases.
Oh.
So I had to put my business card in the back because I didn't, the amount of times we all sit down and our phones are right beside each other. And it's like, I joke because my boss, he was like, you can take mine. I was like, no, I don't want yours. I don't want yours one day. But anyway, yes, I have two phones.
Have a great day.
Okay,
Thank you,
thanks for
Josh.
stopping in,
Thanks,
Josh.
guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, finance and accounts.
And ask that too. Swear.
Resolution 214-2025, be it resolved that the financial statement for July 2025 be referred to council. Can I have a mover, please?
No.
Seconder, Grant?
Yes.
Any question on the financial statement, anybody? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 215-2025, be it resolved that the accounts check number 31812 to check number 31852 totaling $248,040.28 and direct deposits withdrawals totaling $724,380.18 be approved for payment.
Rob.
Have a seconder, please?
Davidson.
Sharon, anybody got any question on those checks? Seeing nobody, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. Planning's not here for a few minutes, so continue on. We go down to bylaws here, Teresa.
Sure.
Reduce speed school zone bylaw, 2025, question mark, for discussion. Tracy had some comments on that?
So I just had a resident come in and ask that we put a reduced school zone sign up, and there's been mixed feeling between council, so I want to bring it to the table and see if we should go ahead and do this. For Brookdale and Edron, so Brookdale would be 30 kilometers an hour on the three sides. The highway side would have to be at 50. And then Edron would be along the highway as well, so it would have to be 50. I would assume it was a Brookdale resident who brought it up and asked if it could be done. And for enforcement, you'd have to do it through bylaw.
Are we talking the highway side on 353 or
Yes.
464?
64, like,
So
Right, west of the.
west side,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
464. I thought it was already reduced because you're pulling in beside town there. You're coming up close to the stop sign.
but are there signs up? They say there's
Maybe.
no signs.
There's a play sign, like a
Yeah.
kid play, and that's all there is. Are these something that should be a letter written and a signature, or do we need stuff like, if we got a complaint, we need a written letter and a signature? Now, we've got a suggestion, do we do the same, treat them the same way? Like, does this resident make a request and sign it for us, or?
They would, they came right into the office.
Yeah, no, it's just a
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
I don't know how you want to do it.
So- We can't change the speed limit on 464.
Yeah, you can bring it to 50.
It's provincial.
It's
road.
provincial
You
road.
still
You still
can.
do?
Yeah,
That's gotta go through the highways then.
we have authority to change it.
We just
Right.
To
ask them and
50
they do
there,
it.
yeah.
Why can't they change it in town here? All the bitching they do in town about the
This
speed
is a
limit.
school zone though.
No, but that's a highway. You know, like,
Yeah.
maybe we can.
Yeah.
And my second question is, why are they not 30 already? If they're a school zone,
Yeah.
the school zone should be mandated at 30. They were mandated provincially. So why did the small, why, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
or
law
they-
and what we can do with highways.
like it's definitely, every other school in the province is mandated, like these smaller schools, like I wonder if Eden's, you know, like Eden's not ours, but
I did ask them, but I didn't get a
Yeah, I
response.
think it is.
Could you reach out to Beautiful Plains and see their thoughts on it? If they would like it done?
Well, I don't think they would, yeah, I definitely.
Well, the school division should know the ruling as to what,
And you could ask.
and everything, and maybe get
I
it
did-
clarified.
I did read the ruling on provincial, and it was anything over 90 goes to 50, and then anything residential goes to 30.
Right.
Like-
That makes sense.
But we'll
Not
look into
ours.
it further, yeah.
yeah, they're not arguing, I just,
No.
yeah, that's their law, but they have to regulate it. Like, the highways have to regulate the speed. We can request, right, like, around town here, the town's been after this 80 zone forever,
Mhm.
you know, and that, it just doesn't happen like that easy. Like, that is a school zone per se. It might be quite easy to get it changed, but I don't know who you talk to, call Jason or talk to the government of highways about these, but that school zone should already be mandated at 30. Like, it really should be,
I would think that should be, it's a government regulation, isn't it?
100%.
Well, that's what I was thinking, if she reached out to Beautiful Plains, they should be able to clarify it for us.
He might be able to, yeah. And like in the summertime, because of the kindergarten here in town on Main Street, that's why they don't take off in the summer, they put it back to 50.
Mhm.
Because of the
That's council's choice.
But who put the signs up? The council put those signs
Council
up?
did by bylaw.
And you'll need a bylaw
You
to
have to
enforce
have a
it.
bylaw to put that up.
To enforce it.
Yeah, there is documentation. So I wanted to have discussion to see
No,
what
that's
else.
a good idea.
So is the resident opposed to reduced speed zones? Or in favor of?
They're in favor of them.
No, yeah.
They say some people are going almost 100 down that one strip there. on the north side in town. And not that a speed sign will
No, but
help
at
that,
least
but then it's documented and it's repercussions.
I guess the only thing it really covers is like, you're not gonna get any enforcement, or very little if you are. But if there's an accident and somebody was hurt and you went to court, we've got our butt covered, do we not then, by doing our due diligence here?
I would agree.
If I can make a suggestion, a few residents in Brookdale suggested that the school buses enter into the Brookdale on the west side, 464 and 3 instead of coming through town. Basically, they're coming into town. And I've had that request too.
So that would have to go to Winnipeg, because that's where they make the bus routes at.
Really?
Winnipeg makes the bus routes up?
Winnipeg might make the bus
Well, that
routes.
explains it.
How do you explain Winnipeg when they're,
Mhm.
you sure they don't do that through our own school
I
divisions?
am sure. At one time, it was our own school division, and then Winnipeg took over. But that's okay, I can put that request in.
I've had actually a couple wish. So
Makes more sense.
So what do we do about the guy that lives in Brookdale with the bus?
with that,
He's gotta drive down the side streets to get home.
no, he can go out of town when he has to come into the school. Just he's
Any other questions, comments on that then, discussion for now then, Teresa, you got some guidance? there,
Yeah, I'll
what you
look
wanna
into
do?
it a little further and get some more information for council and.
Okay. General business, resolution 222, 2025, be it resolved that council approves CAO Parker and senior administrator Sapel to attend MMA conference September 7th to 11th, 2025 in Winnipeg with all expenses included. Have a mover, please. Seconder.
yeah.
Any questions? Crystal's okay with being here by herself those days? Any more discussion?
Just what is the conference for? Just curious.
Regular, we have a spring and fall MMA convention.
Oh, okay.
Municipal administrators. Okay. All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 2023, be it 25, be it resolved that council move the next council meeting to Friday, September 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Have a mover, please. Dallas, seconder Malcolm. Is everybody okay with the September 5th?
I won't be here. The office appointment set, but
The majority of us others be okay with it?
I can't remember, but I got an eye doctor on the 4th or the 5th at 8:40. And I think it's the 4th. But I can't remember.
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
I'm okay. All right.
Make it
Okay, well, we'll go with that then for now, okay?
I'll get back to you on that.
Any other discussion on that then? Thanks, Earl, for putting that up there.
Yeah.
You got to. All right, all in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you very much. Resolution 2024, be it resolved that council approved to transfer $10,000 to the joint reserve, which was budgeted for arts in 2025. Have a mover, please? Second, Robbie. Discussion on that, Teresa?
So because the position is combining, it was stated we wouldn't have to pay the 10,000, so I suggest we budgeted for it, we'll put it in the joint. We'll have to take some out yet for the wage adjustments that are going to happen, but at least it's in there to
Okay.
pull out. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah, that's
Okay with everybody? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you.
Is this permanent or is it going to be, are they someday looking at rec director? Or I mean, arts?
This is a 1-year trial with full intention that it'll move forward the same way. Cause yeah, she's more than loving the idea of having both positions, cause the collaboration efforts are gonna be fantastic.
I just remember how many years ago we tried to do actually force that on the Arts Council. The Arts Council fought tooth and nail against
I think the
put
different,
under the rec.
well, they're not under rec, like they're not, arts is not under rec, it's just the same person happens to be having 2 titles. And it happens to be the person chosen this time, like she applied for it and she has the personality and the passion for both. So Arts Council is thrilled that Michelle is wanting to take this on. Yeah, I know it's gone over really well.
It was also suggested that it's only a temporary thing.
Yeah,
so
it's a
she
trial to make
tries
sure it works for all
up
parties.
Until I
Yeah.
think it was January 1, and then if she doesn't like it, it doesn't work out, we revert it back.
Yeah.
This was all through at the joint council meeting.
Yeah.
That was all discussed.
Okay? Come on, Joel, how are you?
Good.
Morning.
Resolution 225, be it resolved, the council approved P. Baker backhoe service to complete Road 73 North project from Road 86 West to 85 West in the amount of $100,216.50 plus $4,867.50 GST to be paid out of the CCBF gas tax reserve as a recommendation of the Roads Committee. Can I have a mover, please?
David.
Seconded, Robbie. Any questions on that? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution 226, 2025, be it resolved the council accept Hopkins Welding and Mechanical as a successful bidder for Bridge 80 North Ferguson Bridge repair, the amount of $39,500 plus GST out of the gas tax reserve. Can I have a mover, please? Grant, seconder, Malcolm. Any questions on that, anyone? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. A couple of minutes here. Resolution 227, 2025, be it resolved that the council accept Hopkins Welding and Mechanical as a successful tender for Bridge 73 North Kendall Bridge repair, the amount of $57,120 plus GST out of the gas tax reserve. Can I have a mover, please? Dallas, seconder. Harold. Any questions? Comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 228, 2025, be it resolved that council award the North End gravel hauling contract for 2026, 2027 to P. Baker Backhoe as per recommendation of the Road Committee. Can I have a mover, please? Dallas, seconder, Malcolm. Any questions on that? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Well, we're close enough for Joel now. Where are we here? Planning matters, resolution 216, 2025, be it resolved that council adjourn the regular meeting at 9:30 to deal with planning matters. Can I have a mover, please? Robbie, seconder? Grant, all in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Go ahead, Joel.
So we have a conditional use and variance for the Thorn subdivision, 8720. Initial use is to establish a non-rural farm dwelling within the AR agricultural rural zone. This, I think, is from, yeah.
You got a picture of that or anything, Teresa?
What's that?
There's no picture of where it was or anything like that, okay? How's everything going, Joel?
Busy,
Busy?
busy, yes sir.
How's Bev doing? Is she back yet or coming back soon?
She took this week off.
Basically, we're looking at increasing from 10 to 15 acre, right?
Yeah, well, that'll be the variance.
Okay,
Conditional use is just to establish a non-farm
okay.
dwelling site, and then you have the variances from a maximum site of 10 acres to 15.46, and the front yard setback from 125 to 109.9, and then minimum parcel size for land of 64.54 acres from 80 acres, and minimum side width of 165 from 1,000 feet.
This is normal.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just another yard site, right?
So they split the corner in half, and then they're making that variance in that corner for the yard site.
Yes.
Do they need to make an extra access point or?
Sorry.
Not to my knowledge.
I think there should be one there if it's an old site.
Oh, it's up to them to make it.
Yeah. Did we talk about this at the time?
Or wasn't that that?
Oh, right.
Looks like it's on a main road and there's a lane and an approach to the
Yeah, it's
field.
right on the grade. Yeah,
What's on the Great Road? Oh,
yeah, it's
It's
the
access to
Marguerite's
both
just
parcels.
south of 65. I think there's Trent's there.
yeah, okay.
They're not asking for any new approaches. Okay, anybody got any comments, concerns on either of those?
I'll just abstain vote because it's, I don't know.
Combine it. See on the separate.
That's it, pretty straightforward for the both there, Joel, right?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay. Resolution 217, 2025, be it resolved that council adjourn the hearing regarding planning matters at 9:35. And the regular meeting of council resume. Can I have a mover, please? Malcolm, seconder. Jaren. All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 218, 2025, be it resolved the council approve conditional use order number CU 1425 NCL to establish a rural non-farm dwelling site within the AR agricultural rural zone at PT Southwest 27 11 14 WPM 64053 Road 81 West. Can I have a mover, please? Jaren, seconder.
Grant.
Any Anybody have any questions on that? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 219, 2025, be it resolved the council adjourn or approve variation order B1225 NCL received on behalf of Marguerite Thorne, owner of the property legally described as Southwest 271114 WPM in the municipality of North Cypress-Langford, located at 64053 Road 81 West 2. Increase the maximum parcel size of a rural non-farm dwelling site from 10 acres to 15 acres. Reduce the front yard setback from 125 feet to front yard setback of 109.9 feet for the existing house. Reduce the minimum parcel size of the residential land from 80 acres to residual land of 64.54 acres. Reduce the minimum site width for residential land of 1,000 feet within the AR agricultural rural zone to a minimum site width of 165 feet for the residential land within the AR agricultural rural zone as a condition of subdivision application CPS 4155258720. Can I have a mover, please? Ravi, seconder. Nope. Any questions, anyone?
That's the right permit request? Remember we've had a ton of, that might not be the right, is that the right number? The license number, the permit number there? 4155258725. Because if it's not, then we always gotta come back here, just double check it. Do you see it there, Joel?
No.
Right, it's gone. Right there, right there.
5525.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
So what's on the file?
Okay.
8720.
Awesome.
Any other questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 220, 2025, whereas council has received a subdivision application from David William Wright, registered owner of Southeast 251113W, the Southwest Quarter Section 251113 WPM, to subdivide existing yard site. Therefore, be it resolved, council approves subdivision file 4155258750 under the following conditions. Number one, that a conditional use order be obtained allowing for the establishment of a rural non-farm dwelling site within the AR agricultural rural zone. Number two, that a variation order be obtained to reduce the minimum site area of a parcel size for RNFD site from 10 acres to 4 acres, and parcel width from 200 feet to 196.5 feet within the AR agricultural rural zone, and a variation order be obtained to reduce the front yard setback from 125 feet to 112 feet for the existing house. Can I have a mover, please? Seconder Harold, moved by Dallas. Any questions, anyone?
So, do you have a picture of that you put up, Teresa? Did you get talking to him at all? Dave?
No.
So what they've done is they've made this long, narrow from his house.
Yes, yeah, okay, yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, and he's made it right quite long. So at the planning board, we asked where's his either pump out or his field or whatever.
Is a field.
Because he has a field, so I don't know how that all works to that, but you can see if it had because it's 150 feet from there wasn't enough, if you look at his house, there's not enough space if he has a pump out there. And we didn't know that at the time when we did this. We didn't really have a problem with the setback off the road, but we were concerned about what he had for a sewer in the trees there. So, so you've talked to him and you know for sure that's a field?
That's what he said, yes.
Okay, so, it's kind of weird, but that's why we questioned it last time. Cause it couldn't pass if it was a field, pump road.
So is there gonna be 3 parcels on this quarter then? Cause what's that south one?
I would assume
Well,
there,
I think it was, wasn't it?
It already is.
It was discussed last time.
well, he doesn't own this one. The one south of it, or to the bottom. That's the neighbor's.
So it's already split off?
Well, and then he's splitting that piece off the farmland. We had questions about where his feedlot is, or
Yeah.
not a feedlot. We had questions about that,
Corrals?
corrals, because it is too close by any kind of standards to that
Yeah.
subdivision.
So it's closing it all down and not gonna use it anymore?
Well, he's got too good a setup there to close it down, I would assume. Like
This is gonna pretty much hamstring it.
yep. Yeah, so I don't know what we, like, I don't know if we need any more information about the
The buffer
feedlot.
zone?
Well, if that's what he wants to do, it's up to him, but it's gonna limit future of that cattle operation.
Well, he'll sell it. Like, he sold all the rest of his land, so all he's got left is this.
But who's gonna wanna buy it next to a yard?
I don't know, I don't know if that's our problem really, right?
It's a whole
Like,
can of worms, that's planning though.
yeah, that's planning.
It's gonna be a problem sooner or later.
Well,
Some guy will say, I bought this for a cattle operation, this guy says I can't have cattle
Yep.
next to him.
Yep.
We've done it, so just know what we're doing.
yeah, no, like I said, the setback from the road doesn't matter really. We were concerned about that, and we're concerned about the
It's
feedlot.
a feedlot's biggest concern, yeah, for
Yeah.
the future.
It's not a feedlot, like if they're holding pens.
Corral,
It's
yeah.
It's
just a
corrals with-
cattle
yeah.
buffer zone, right?
Well, that's where he bed them and that, you can see the
There's gonna
pile.
be a neighbor in there who doesn't want corrals next to him, whether it's a feedlot or not.
Yep.
It's too close. That's what
In
they'll say.
general, I think Beth had said sometime that she was gonna put in the paperwork that, by the way, you know, if you're going in like a subdivision around a certain area, that, you know, there will be smells, like there's kind of a,
Yeah,
right, some general information just saying like, by the way, if you're buying it out from the farm, this is what you can expect.
Don't they call that right to farm laws that they have to
Yeah,
pass?
is there
in
any
some
clause that we
counties?
could put in there that sort of covers that
Right.
adjacent landowner? You can have this subdivision, but you gotta remember that there is livestock beside you.
Right.
And you cannot complain about them or something. Is there any clauses anywhere
I'd have
anybody has, Joel, or
I'd have to
something?
dig in and see, but I don't think so.
Unfortunately, I will point out, this is planning's responsibility.
It's Devin back?
No. Until the 25th.
See, he's gone for a long time, and that's what this next one down here is gonna bring up too.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why we.
So is this something we should leave for a bit and find out if we can put it?
Well, this is a brand new application, so like,
Yeah.
technically,
It's got time.
it's got time. This,
Yeah.
this next one here is the
Well,
tricky one.
I'm neither here nor there against it or for it, it's just, it's gonna limit the future potential. Maybe some horsey person, residential person will
Yeah.
move in and have a equine stable, I
Yeah.
don't know. But it's just, know what we're getting into, and
Yeah.
what he's getting into. If he
Yeah.
does, he does.
Yeah.
It's up to him, right?
In the future, we don't know what can transpire.
No, 100%.
But is that not a clause that should be maybe started to be put into all of these subdivisions?
It's gonna come up sooner or later.
That you are living in a
Well, yeah.
farming
seen-
community, you,
South of Brandon, where people petition to have limited operations for even spraying and combining at certain times of day. Let alone a hog operation.
Truck route coming out of the biggest gravel pit in Manitoba area, and they got limited to 7 AM
Yeah,
on that road.
it's just a thing that will happen, the more subdivisions we get, so.
well,
Yeah.
I think in the last planning revision, there was a grandfather clause, that basically any new subdivisions developed adjacent or within catchment area of a confinement area, such as the cattle facility, didn't have, there was a clause in there that made it so they couldn't attack the current facility in its state. Now, if after a term the facility shuts down, there's only so many years they can go back to back to the same capacity. And if that falls off, then they can go back to them.
Yeah, and it's not
But
like
if
this
it's
is
a continuous system,
over 300 head or anything.
no. But if it's a continuous, in a current operation, I'm pretty sure there is something in the planning that protects the grandfathers it for new subdivisions, I think. But you have to check with them with that.
Like, we can still vote on this and pass it, it's fine with me, I don't care. If
Well,
this
I
is what they
think
wanna
this
do.
could come back to bite us.
Like, that isn't considered a confinement area then, where the
No,
livestock
it's
is.
just
Well, it's pens, it's corral system. Like
Is
it,
that disguised?
it's not lives, like it's not feedlot, but it's confinement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it-
Winter.
They're wintered there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
just
what I
winter,
thought.
they're not there all year round.
But really, that shouldn't matter. It's still a confinement area for half the year. And it's-
But I think we brought that concern up, Harold, when they were redoing that planning bylaw for all areas. I'm pretty sure we brought it up, and then there was a clause added to protect existing operations. I think,
That sounds right.
I'm pretty sure there is, and the way it's worded is a little cryptic, but I'm pretty sure there's
That
one there.
checked first before.
Yeah,
you-
I'd vote to table it until we double check the.
Yeah, that's why I said just reach out to Devin.
Do you wanna wait and check the wording on this, or you wanna vote on it? What's everybody's looking?
Table it till we
Table
get
it.
some.
Okay, table that till further notice then. And do we wanna do the next one the same way too, Robbie?
well, it's just back to that Hoffman one. Devin's away. I sent that email to him and
Yeah, I went and did a site visit and yeah, there's,
it's, he's done a lot of cleanup there.
Yeah.
But it's, like the subdivision they proposed for the roadway or whatever, that's not the issue. Like that's,
It's the other.
it's that environmental issue that is a concern. And the environmental guy was listed on the email I forwarded to Devin.
okay.
And I said, like, all you need, one of you just need to say approved.
Yeah.
Like, until you guys approve it, I'm not voting on it in this state.
So let's table it.
Okay, we'll table that one too then, okay?
Now, just saying that, the issue with this is it's October, right? October?
Yeah, I think so.
And so there is a tiny bit of, which is not our, like, we gotta do stuff right,
These
but
things take time.
but it's been 2 years or 4 years now in the making, and it's dropped dead at the, whatever this October date is. That if it doesn't get passed, so I mean, there is some urgency to this, but if we ask the people that are to tell us what to do, and he's not there to tell us, what do we do?
We still have time.
Is the October date before or after our next meeting?
I have no idea.
I have to check.
But I don't think you can just pass it like a day before, right? Like, I don't know. Well, does that still give them time to get it through the system? Just because we rubber stamp it, right? Like, does it mean?
Our next meeting is earlier, a couple days earlier in September. We just voted on that.
September 5th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Devin's coming back in August or no?
The 25th, I think he said he's back.
Well, let's see with Devin on that.
but Devin could give us a reply by then for us to.
I would hope so. Like, I mean, he's
Tell
obviously
him we
busy,
have
and
to
I'm
have
just
it by
hoping
then.
like he would respond or say, you know what, it's not a concern to mine, or the environment doesn't have a concern or something, but he hauled a lot of stuff out of that corner,
Yes, yes.
fixing it up, like.
Yes.
And it's still, not that it's our problem, but they've still got it advertised for 50 acres, and it's not, it's still 70. They've got it for sale online for 50 acres, and it's still 70, it's not approved. Which is none of our problem, but
We gotta get all the information
Yep.
before we can make a decision on it, right?
100%.
Okay, table it then till our next meeting. That's it for planning matters? We already talked about that one. We talked about it. Thanks, Joel.
No other issues?
Anybody got any other comments for Joel?
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks, Matt.
Yep. Have a lovely day.
Would you?
Thanks.
Yep, see you, Joel, thanks.
Yeah.
Resolution 229, 2025, be it resolved the council award the South End gravel hauling contract for 2026, 2027 to Mitchell Sand and Gravel as per recommendation of the Roads Committee. Have a mover, please.
Rob, oh, sorry, Grant.
Rob, second, Grant?
Yep.
Any questions, comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 230, 2025, be it resolved that council award the North End gravel stockpiling contract for 2026, 2027 to Parkway Construction as per recommendation of the Roads Committee. Can I have a mover, please? Alice, seconder. Malcolm. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 231, 2025, be it resolved that council award the South End gravel stockpiling contract 2026, 2027 to Mitchell Sand and Gravel as per recommendation of the Roads Committee. Can I have a mover, please? Robbie, seconder. John. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 232, 2025, be it resolved that council award the gravel crushing contract for 2026, 2027 to Blue Star Construction Limited as per recommendation of the Roads Committee. Can I have a mover, please? Seconder,
Davidson.
Karen. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 233, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the Kubota mower sold in as-is condition, the amount of $700 plus tax included, to be deposited into the equipment replacement reserve. Mover, please.
Grant.
Seconder. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 234, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the 300-gallon fuel tank and stand sold in as-is condition in the amount of $50, tax included, to be deposited into the equipment reserve fund. Have a mover, please.
Davidson.
Harold, second, and Jared. Questions?
$5.
Next one's in.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 235, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the 500-gallon fuel tank and stand sold in as-is condition in the amount of $85, tax included, to be deposited into the equipment replacement reserve. Have a mover, please. Dallas, seconder. Grant, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution 236, 2025, be it resolved the council approve the bid received for the 1983 Chevy one-ton spray truck sold in as-is condition in the amount of $3,555, tax included, to be deposited into the equipment replacement reserve. Have a mover, please. Malcolm, seconder.
Davidson.
Jared. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 237, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the 2007 D6T Cat sold in as-is condition in the amount of $111,000 plus GST, to be deposited into the equipment reserve replacement reserve. Have a mover, please. Robbie, seconder.
Grant.
Grant. Any question? Everybody happy with that? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution 238, 2025. Be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the 2007 Pitts low bed trailer sold in as is condition in the amount of $32,600 plus GST to be deposited into the equipment replacement reserve fund. Have a mover, please. Seconder. Robbie. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Resolution 239, 2025. Be it resolved that council approve the bid received for the 2005 Mac Vision CX613 sold in as is condition in the amount of $12,600 plus GST to be deposited into the equipment replacement reserve. Have a mover, please. Malcolm, seconder.
Yeah.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Where's the gavel? Sold. Resolution 240, 2025. Be it resolved that council retain Exchange Group LLP for the calendar year 2025 for audit services with review to follow. Can I have a mover, please? Harold, seconder. Robbie? Any questions?
Is that our only choice?
They gonna
After,
pull up their socks? Hopefully.
For now, because we're just getting back other audits, unfortunately, I think we need to
Stick with it for
stay
now.
true
When
and
something happening, yep.
see what happens.
I think they're all kind of in the same
Yeah,
boat, those.
they want more money though, eh?
they do want to discuss that because of the amount of time they put into the audit.
So is that something that, will it be this next audit as well and the next audit as well?
Well, he said for the first year, he doesn't really worry about it because they have to figure things out because they did change from Mayor's North Penny to this company, Exchange Group. So the first year, he doesn't really worry a lot about, but if it carries on like that, then they're going to have to discuss.
Was there still a lot of things going on from when our last CAO was involved with this audit?
Clarify.
Extra digging.
Like entries.
It's still 2022 just completed, so 2023 is not going to be much different. It's still the same
2 more years.
CAO,
Okay,
and then 2024, we have to find out where we're at.
okay, so what kind of, did he say what kind of money he's looking at?
No,
Would we not wanna get that before we approve it?
well, we have to approve someone in August.
And I think we just have to approve them and keep going.
Because so my question would be, if you didn't approve them to do 2025, we're kind of in a pickle right now.
We'd be even
You
further
could-
behind.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It'd be
no.
nice to have a dollar value there.
For sure,
That's
yeah.
what I'm asking, is like, I'd hate to rubber stamp it and he comes back with $200,000 or something
No,
like that.
they can't go that.
Well, no, but what's too much, right? Like,
Isn't it just like by the hour, kind of extra hour wise?
I don't,
If it says
they
meeting,
didn't
yeah.
discuss.
yeah, we're stuck with them, not
Yeah.
stuck with them, but we're staying with them.
We are, yeah.
But I hate just to say, like, what's too much? If they come back and say, yeah, we need another 25 grand. What,
But
like,
does that with review to follow cover that or not, Robbie, I wonder?
probably not.
No.
I
Or should
mean,
there be with prices to be discussed?
price to be discussed and no more than, like, if he
Like a
gave
certain
us,
percentage.
if he gave us a number, even like, say, okay, look at, like, whatever, 5% more or 25% more, something no
Yeah,
more
Some
than,
kind of limit would be,
like, I don't,
It'd be nice to have a limit in there, or a number of some
it
sort.
wouldn't be very good on us if we just
I
approved
forget
it.
what the actual price was per year that in the contract.
Like,
It doesn't matter what the price was then, what's he
Yeah.
gonna charge going forward here?
if
We
it's
haven't got
extra,
that.
if it's extra time now going into year 2 and 3, you know, like, I think just we gotta
the rate he's going, the rate that these people are going is gonna be 2029.
Thanks, Eric. Okay, see you in a bit. Good luck.
I'll be done.
I mean, we're limited on what we can do, but I hate to, it's not very good if we give them a blank check.
With prices to be determined,
I'm gonna suggest something like that, with financing to be determined, budgeting to be determined. There's some, we could add that in.
Like, you're somewhat happy with him now that you've talked to him, right?
We're clearing things up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he understands where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so that part's working out.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm confident that he's the guy to keep going for now. And so are you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah.
But I just, how could we say, like, look at, we're not gonna entertain, more than 10%
We want
increase.
to try to do some more work on the campground.
But
Not
we
gonna
can put
put
in
in
No
there.
more than the CPI index of the provincial government.
Well, what's it cost us for a year?
like, why aren't we just putting in a clause there somewhere saying that price to be determined?
Or budget to be approved by council.
So he will have to send us a contract yet. He
Yeah.
hasn't sent us one. This is for a formality for
Yeah,
the
Alright.
province.
okay, so a contract. is
So
all.
the contract is different. You'll have to approve that separately
Right.
anyways.
Okay.
So you-
Okay,
yeah, you
could
just
we
add
have
it with
instead of
contract
review to
follow.
follow, have contract to follow?
Sure, there we go, that's good.
That would sort of cover us.
Including potential increases to the
Including
funding,
Potential, yeah.
like proposed funding increases or whatever.
But
Again, this is just for the province.
No,
Right.
I know, but,
This is not their contract.
right,
This is just
Okay.
stating we're
And we
approving
have
an
to approve their
auditor.
contract.
yeah, okay.
So, do we want to put with contract to follow then
Yeah.
instead of review to follow?
For sure.
Yes.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Mover and
Yeah.
second are okay with
Yeah.
that change? Okay,
You're okay?
all in favor?
That's good.
Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 241, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the 2022 audited financial statements as presented by the Exchange Group LLP. Can I have a mover, please? Malcolm, seconder Robbie. Any questions on those? Discussion on them, anybody?
The variances they were discussing, those would be,
Everything look good to you?
they looked okay, but the variances they were discussing.
For the gravel?
Yeah, that need to be done, that's when you look after coming up, yeah, as best as you can.
I actually have the girls in the gravel pits working backwards right now, trying to clear things up, so the audit is a little bit easier. Yeah,
It'll be a little cleaner. for
it'll
them.
be
Okay.
as best as they can at that point, and then
Yeah.
going forwards will be better. This is where I would love to have everything caught up, because to know where we are now compared to then
Yeah.
would be really nice, so we can go forward doing things right.
Yeah.
So then
From
the
what I
process
see,
you're
you're
putting
gonna
in can start,
You're gonna be 3 years before you get caught.
That's right.
Not to be, we're looking
It's
3
the
years out.
reality, yeah.
Yeah.
It's reality.
Any more questions, discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution 242, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the assessment changes as per sections 306 and 326 of the Municipal Act be added to the 2025 assessment roll. Total added taxes, $115,823.11. Total deleted taxes, $29,742.86. Total, $86,080.25. Can I have a mover, please? Alice, seconder. Sharon, anybody have any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 243, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the tendering and procurement policy as presented. Can I have a mover, please? Seconder? Robbie? Anybody have any comments? Is this something that's standard, sent out by AMM or the government to everybody to do the same thing, or?
This is something, so it is standard. Every municipality has to have a tendering and procurement policy. Our old policy did not cover every aspect. This new one was apparently passed in 2023, but there's no note of it being passed in 2023, although it says September of 2023 had been brought through to council. There's nothing in the minutes stating that there is.
Okay.
I know.
So,
This is just doing the formality of making it noted that that's what it
Yes.
is.
Yes, okay.
but as long as council agrees with the wording that's in it,
Yeah.
Looks good.
that's what's important.
Yeah, I think the revision back in 2023 was to add in the part about Merck's,
Oh, okay.
right?
Do you know if it, and it doesn't really matter if it really does or not, but do you know if it kind of aligns with the town?
It does
now?
align with the town, yeah.
So now joint procurement can be a little less muddy.
It's all,
It's a
Standard,
bonus
right?
if it does.
yeah, it's all standard.
Perfect.
Okay, any other
Good job.
questions, comments?
That's good.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Nothing added to the agenda?
There were a few in communications. Things in communications act.
Communications, property assessment, annual report. Concerned resident, increase in taxes.
Is that a letter?
It was, I wanted council to be aware that there was a resident, we did clarify it, but they were concerned of a huge hike in their taxes, and they were suspicious of abuse of money and laundering again, and they gave me the phone number to call. I did give him clarity that the property or new homeowners affordability tax credit hadn't been taken off. So that was part of the increase in his taxes, so.
Is that something you have to apply for after you pay your taxes?
So you can apply, right now you can apply till November for it. It was formerly the education property tax credit, and it seems as though that anyone who had any changes in 2023 didn't get it added onto their taxes. So they knew that this was something that was happening. They did forewarn us. So right now, people can come in here if they've lived in their property for a full year and since January, they haven't, that's their primary residence.
No changes, basically.
Yeah, they can come in here, they fill out a form, and we take that money off their taxes right away. Then we submit to the province, and they will pay us the funds that we are crediting on their taxes.
Okay.
So we're not getting the letter from crop insurance or whatever to take the form in
No, you
anymore?
still are.
You're
That's
still getting
NASC
That's the
is
farmland
different.
where-
That's farmland.
Okay.
This is homeowner affordability
And
tax.
you still have to
And
pay and then
anybody-
apply for that one.
That's correct.
That's separate though.
That's correct.
There's a home now and then the farmland.
Yes.
And anybody's able to do the home one as well.
If that's their primary residence, they're not receiving it anywhere else,
Oh,
and they,
so if they don't do this, the farm tax, then they can do that.
No, it's separate.
Okay.
Separate.
Yeah.
yeah, totally separate.
Okay.
So most people will have it on their taxes already.
And they
As
don't
I
have to do
speak.
anything. It's already on
That's
their
right.
taxes.
That's right. It just seems some of the ones from 2023 forward, a lot of them seem, including myself, have had to apply.
Because of a new one.
Yeah,
All right. Clear, good.
good.
Rotary Club of Nipawar sponsorship request.
We'd like to sponsor them.
What's everybody feel about that?
Do
Comments?
it every year, don't we?
Pardon me?
They're holding a,
This is a
Countrywide
national
one.
Rotary one or
it's a
something?
national come in, they want us to sponsor.
That would make sense.
What were
Just
the
gotta get back
values?
Just gotta get back to August here. the dollar figures. $100 for a friend appreciation post, $200 bronze, $300 silver, gold is $500. Major event sponsor is $1,000.
How does everybody feel?
I like the middle one.
I like the $100.
No, silver, you get your name up there and
Get
that.
your name up there and get a picture, yeah.
It's usually
You're
what
saying
mark with your
300
most.
then ballpark, Robbie? or
Well, it's the middle of the road, so
Yeah.
we're like being in the middle sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like to be at the bottom.
Somebody wanna make a motion to do the $300 for the Rotary?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? All that carried, thank you. Got that all wrote up there, Teresa?
I just, yeah, I'll get it. Right
That would be resolution 244.
there. That will be 244.
Okay, KPPA building purchase offer, I think we all saw that. And we made the record reply and everything like that,
Yeah.
okay? Any other discussion on that? Got anything else on communications?
Taylor McCaffrey over on subdivision. I sent out correspondence about that. That's still in
Yeah.
the makings. The letter's been sent, well, will be sent if council approves of what was stated in that letter. WATVA is asking for a letter of support, although we discussed it in a prior meeting. We didn't actually, there's nothing in the minutes stating that that council supported WATVA for a trial period of a year. So they were asking for a letter with a signature, just for provincial funding, helps them. Carberry,
Pretty soon they'll get fined for going out in quads just like down east.
yes.
Yeah.
Carberry Homecoming is also asking, well, if I put it on here, Carberry Homecoming is also asking for sponsorship. Homecoming weekend is the 23rd of August. Their sponsorship runs from $250 to $1,000. Bronze sponsorship is recognition on the sponsor board, social media promotion from $250 to $500 is the same, plus verbal recognition at the festival, a name listed and printed in social media promotions. Gold is the same as above, plus a dedicated verbal announcement with a promotional phrase during the event. Platinum is exclusive on signage displayed through the festival and all the above. Logo and name feature prominently in all promotions.
What did we do last year?
We did not donate last year. We have sponsored once.
Right.
What does all their money be spent on after they're all said and done? What's the money go
We don't
towards?
make money, it's just a matter of covering costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a fundraising thing, it's just a
So
cover cost.
we had this discussion last year. They had the Carberry Fair back in the beginning of July. Why have the homecoming? The homecoming's supposed to be a once every 10, 20, 30 years where the community can get back together again. They continue to have this. I'm not trying to knock it, I'm not trying to pick holes in it, but
It has been very successful.
It has been.
They have a classic car show, interactive art project, children's area with entertainers, digital heritage walks,
Well, if we didn't
country
support
market
it
sidewalk.
last year, this could be the homecoming we support this year, $300.
yeah, that's what I was wondering, right? Like,
We'll do it every 5 years.
No doubt it brings people around, there's no doubt about that, but I see your point too. Like,
So I'm just asking, and I participated in the car show last year, and I know some of the car show people might not be coming back again because they weren't too impressed. There wasn't really much for vendors, for food, or for the turnout wasn't the great because of the weekend they picked. There was other car shows on. It just, yeah.
I think what I hear is the previous person who looked after the event is no longer doing it. They have other people doing it.
So they're hoping to rejuvenate it?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe. And they're trying, yeah, it just was,
Michelle is actually running
Yeah.
it right now.
Yeah.
Who is our person.
Okay.
She's really gun ho.
Maybe they were $300 short last year.
I'll make a motion that we donate 200 to it. And like it's the same as the north end.
I'll second.
Like the 300 for the north end is a national sort of thing.
Yeah, but we
Right.
don't do this one every year either.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Remember
do,
that,
yeah, I wouldn't suggest this one every year if they're gonna keep up with it. I wouldn't add it to our
well, there's
yearly one.
I would assume that the Carberry homecoming, right? Like it's too bad it wasn't the Carberry
If
and
it was
North
named
Cypress
different,
Line.
it
Yeah,
would be promoted different.
I mean, I get,
Yeah.
you know, like it's.
6.5 doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I mean, I appreciate the 300 that we're gonna give, like, we're gonna hold on, but they had Carberry and North Cypress-Langford, or, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, and I have to admit, I'd almost feel more comfortable giving a few more dollars to the Carberry Fair because of its heritage.
They
And not to support
they
the
have a way
community.
of making money though, right? They have a
Right.
gate.
Where do
Like-
we stop? Like Brookdale to start up.
Well, we give to everybody.
That's why I don't wanna give too much more. Right?
No, we have a certain amount that we budget for this, so.
Just community.
Yeah,
If we don't support the
yes.
community,
Okay, we got a mover and a seconder. Any more discussion? Call the question and all in favor? Opposed?
That's what
Carried, thank you.
BLT money's for.
So
What
the
you got there? Fire chief?
fire chief letter, I put it on, but he didn't put it in communications. So we have a long service award coming up September 7th for one of our fire people. And Clyde is wondering if someone from council would like to attend
And that's gonna be,
September 7th in Brandon.
That's on a Sunday night, eh?
I could go,
September 7th.
unless the fire representatives.
Well, I mean, Grant, you should get first chance to go
Yeah.
if you wanna
Yeah,
go.
no kidding.
Yeah, that's too far for me to commit.
Come by and
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna be in that sort of situation
I-
already. Are you available,
I
Dennis?
can do it, yeah.
How about I'll do it if I can, I'll use you as backup.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
No, I think
That's fine.
that's a good idea. Thank you.
I'll try and do it. We just need one to go away.
well, I mean, you could take a spouse. I mean, it is a gala.
Do you want
I mean-
to?
It,
I wouldn't mind not flying solo.
yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair, I understand.
Like, we could put down the two of us, and if Grant can't come, maybe I can.
I would
Take a
say let's
spouse.
go with Dallas and her mate, because I don't have a,
Well, but no, but like, we did two, and then like, we could go if you're available, and if you can't come, I can take.
you can
Yeah,
see
but with
Melanie
your-
or Teresa wants to go,
Well,
or
exactly,
somebody.
yeah.
Take the 2 tickets and we'll get somebody to go with
Can we get I'll do a resolution then?
Yeah.
246, be it resolved that council approved 2 people to attend the MEFC Long Service Medal Gala.
you. Malcolm seconder. Somebody like to second that?
I'll second.
Robbie? Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you.
It's September 7th, 7 o'clock. It's on the address. Where is it?
I will send the information.
Ottawa.
You missed out on going to Ottawa. You have to pay your way there, but you get a
Yeah, we
free
just gave
supper.
you the ticket for supper.
Hitchhike.
One other thing before we finish up, I received a phone call on Friday from Assessment Services asking if we want to charge taxes on Crown land on the Snowdrifters cabin. So I asked what their suggestion was. She said other municipalities generally don't, but it's up to the council to decide if they want it taxed or if they don't. It's a seasonal cabin, just for them to use for a warm-up shack on Crown land.
The value, there's no value in it.
Okay.
Or what's everybody else's opinion?
No.
Okay, everyone's good with it? Good. Thank you.
All right. Okay, around the table. Brent.
Basically, I don't have too much. Everything's been addressed in camera that I have concerns with.
Thank you. Sharon?
No, I haven't got anything right now.
Dallas?
Much. Arts Council, so Michelle Plow has officially been hired as our arts director on top of her position as leisure services. So we're looking forward to ongoing collaboration, and if anybody's interested, she has an active survey on Facebook if people want to put in what kind of events or classes they're interested in, and what kind of like times of day, days of the week. She wants some input to get things rolling for us. Edens had a 125th anniversary supper on Saturday. Unfortunately, had to send my regrets, but that happened. From Joint, it's nice to see the campground taking shape. It's very satisfying driving by and seeing things looking done. The next step will be the electrical work. The zip line area is supposed to be safe to be used again now that most equipment is done out there. So for the folks asking, the kids can play on the zip line again.
Is that what that blue thing is?
Yeah, it's zip line like it when it goes to the beach. Yeah, and then thank you to which councillor ended up mowing? That one, Councillor Murray, for mowing the weeds on the soccer pitch, so spraying and top seeding. We'll hopefully have a proper soccer field by spring of 26. Health Action Committee, we had a meeting with Dr. Maharaj regarding a very exciting opportunity for the area. He is the doctor that was really pivotal in getting the doctors for the ER opening, and he's the one that we had sent that thank you to. So he has exclusive approval for a robotic advancement in prostate biopsy. So with and its potential uses as more approvals come along, it can be used for biopsies for other cancers, hopefully in the future, like potentially like breast, liver. Like it's an amazing
Robotic hand.
It's a robotic probe. Yeah, but it is it's absolutely phenomenal on the advancements of like bringing down like infection rates, and it's like groundbreaking stuff. So he wants to use Carberry as his first location in Canada. Because of our good relationship we have. He was thinking Winnipeg, but he wants to do here if at all possible. So he's looking for North Cypress-Langford and the town and the Health Action Committee to support the project, not like financial support, like that'd be a bonus, but he would love us to be a kind of he wants us to be behind his project publicly. So if we could put together just like an event for a meeting, a public meeting, he would come do the speaking and speak on the project and
A support letter.
yeah, just like a support letter. And then if we could be in support behind this evening, because he would love to have a public meeting for investors, because it's about $300,000 to get this project off the ground. So because it's very exciting that this is kind of part 3 of our long-term plan. When we were in like dire crisis, like first step was to get the ER open, second was to like lock down 2 full-time doctors, and third was to get a specialty doctor in. I think is a general recruitment opportunity for the area if we kind of stay on the map. And then with the new office, we don't know, we're looking at areas too. So we did actually propose, even if the other if the other sale doesn't happen to go through, like there's even potential opportunity that they might be interested in a building like this, whatever the plan looks at in the future. But
Looking for donors or private investors?
private investors, yeah.
What's
So
the RHA doing on this?
oh, nothing, absolutely nothing. So yeah, so there will be, if we want to just and generally support the event, like he wants to do this quick, because he can have like the stuff here within a month to get this going. He's very excited. He's been working for like a long time to get this level of approval from the government for technology. So he is like guns blazing, like.
So through the government, then they pay him. Like
It'll be
it just
a private clinic.
So we pay for ourselves to go.
You're still covered by health,
Okay.
but it's just like a chiropractor or
Okay,
anywhere,
okay.
they'll put
People
in.
invest in a clinic, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
doctors rent the clinic, but there's investors or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, he's working on, like Health Action Committee has asked him to get like a business plan ready and all his potential investment, information. So if we're behind this, we want to have a meeting fairly quick, because he's very, very excited and trying to choose Carberry as the place. But also through Health Action Committee, we had found out a little tidbit that Prairie Mountain Health recruiter, there's one focused position that recruits for all Manitoba doctors. And we found out through a reliable source that recruiter is not at all actively recruiting for our area. In fact, in a conversation, the person only thought we had one doctor and thought our ER was closed.
Mhm.
So Health Action Committee was super frustrated to hear that, but she was corrected. So it does show how important our local recruitment and retention is, because PMH is doing absolutely nothing for that place. That's me.
That's
That's
good.
that's this.
Good job, Dallas.
Motion for letter of support.
I think that would be good, because
You have that,
we have
yeah.
our meeting today, town has tomorrow, and then Health Action, we're gonna get together Wednesday, and hopefully Dr. Maharaj has the information we've asked him to do, and then we can put out an invite, so
Awesome.
that would be good.
So, be it resolved, council approve a letter of support
Letter of
for
support.
Dr. Maharaj.
And his
New
new endeavor.
technology.
New
initiative.
new initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Got a mover and seconder,
Technology.
Robbie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As soon as I got home, I did some research on it. and
It's amazing.
Definitely what Canada needs.
Yeah.
Any questions on the letter of support? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank
Who
you.
was the seconder, sorry?
Robbie.
And who was
Dallas and Robbie?
Dallas?
It's definitely gonna bring new people
Oh,
in Carver.
absolutely.
Oh, the people that are already here.
Well, and like Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Maharaj is a urologist, so he will be actually hands-on doing this clinic
Done
and
research.
responsible for keeping his follow through
Yeah.
coming, and he already has young up-and-comers excited about the opportunity. Very good.
Cool.
So with that too, if they end up getting a clinic big enough, like he would love to get a couple more private doctors, just general doctors in with him as well. It's only good things.
Robbie?
Just wanted to comment again on that, the drain that was cleaned out and that, it looks very great, very, very good. I believe Watershed did it, and I just wanted to make note of it, that we didn't know about it, but I don't know if we had to or not, but it looks great. Like, I just wanted to mention that. The soccer field, after you cut it, Malcolm, and then Magoogly took his, the mower out and cut it, there's a lot more grass there than everybody thinks.
Yeah.
So, he's got it down. I promised him I'd give him a generator at our meeting. I gave him the generator. They're watering out there now.
Good.
So, not that they've had to the last couple of days, but it's got water.
Good.
He feels that maybe a little top dressing, little grass
Yeah,
here and
just
there.
a couple spots where you need with that.
Yeah, and he's pretty excited about it. Now,
Well, it looks a lot better than it did
Oh,
before.
it's
Yeah.
so much more satisfying.
I'm going to ask Callie, I guess she's the project manager, to get us the quantities of black dirt that were in that pile, because I know that the quantities of dirt that we were supposed to put onto the campground was way less than what was in that pile of dirt, and that whole pile of dirt is gone. So I'm gonna ask, I wanted to tell you guys first that I'm gonna approach her and ask her to get the quantities from Burns Mandel on the original, and then the quantities that they put on here.
But whereas any of the dirt you're talking about at the end of the soccer pitch that wasn't moved?
No,
Okay, that's separate?
Yeah.
Okay, just
that
making sure.
that was in
Okay.
place and that was originally designed.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure
Yeah.
that wasn't supposed to be in that calculation.
No.
Okay.
So I just can't believe that whole pile's gone. I really can't.
Yeah, especially because how much gravel fill was put in there to displace that area,
Yes.
how the dirt went back in the same
Yeah.
place. It's kind
And I
of,
think your whole level of ground probably rose 2 feet in there, did it not?
Probably.
Not
it
2
looked
feet of
like
fill
a foot
overall,
and a half
really?
gravel.
But they were,
Yeah.
with
Half
the,
gravel.
with the machine control through the lots and in between, they would only normally put on 4 inches.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's all they need for grass. So I know they did the pond, that retention pond there, they've got it all done, they did black dirt on there, which I don't believe was in the contract, but it's done, which is good, it had to be done. So, we probably should get for our next meeting, we probably should ask for
Just a follow-up thing.
well, a spreadsheet on the expenses for the project and quantities, so that we can review it, because we own half of it, right? So, but I'm gonna reach out to Kelly and I'll share what she tells me, if she can, and then, yeah, and the generator I got, it was an older one, and gave it to Magoogle, he changed the oil and topped up this and that, fresh gas, and away it went. It hadn't run in 4 or 5 years, so,
Good. Just too bad it wasn't looked after properly from day one.
100%.
Moving forward, looking better.
Okay, anything else, Robbie?
No, sir.
Harold?
August 15th is Theater Group's annual general meeting. I'm wondering if we could get our new rec director or arts director to come to that meeting. There are still issues between the hall and theater group that need to be ironed out.
I would probably suggest you have a meeting even ahead of that meeting, so you guys can chat about it then, right? Like if you're August 15th, that is,
Our
Like your
annual general.
oh, annual
meeting for the
general.
year.
would it be better to have a meeting ahead of time? And then, I'm sure it should still,
Just to have some discussion.
yeah, just to have some pre-discussion, so it doesn't
So, like,
take over the whole
there was
meeting.
the tables and this and that everything that was outstanding back then when, who was here that night?
Tracy. and
Tracy,
Mike.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
came and they talked about that. Did that ever get resolved?
Has there been any follow through from
No.
that's
from
been-
XSH
it's
left
been,
bringing their audits
it's
forward?
been festering.
But their
Well-
audit was supposed to be brought
Yeah.
forward for us to discuss, or for council to discuss further.
It was put on
It's not
to
been
XSH
received.
left's hands to
Because the mayor,
do, because yeah,
The mayor said-
Ray and I had a meeting with them over a year ago and suggested that you do like an audit of like what you have in the hall, like it's just, not even just like the tables and stuff, but like for insurance reasons, we needed to know like what you have for like mics and clothing and stuff, like all what you think is in that dressing room. Because if you guys or someone used to have contents insurance on there, which we weren't even sure had happened because there hadn't been much communication back and forth. So I think it's probably better that if like I'd happily come with as a representative too, but if we had a meeting ahead of time, just make sure all the information's been brought forward that's been asked about, and then we can go forward from there.
that's exactly what Ray asked for.
Yeah, we had asked for information of what
Put
you
that
guys
all
had,
ahead
and
of
what you
time, yeah.
recommended, and going forward. So I don't think that's come back as far as we know. So until we have that, there's this kind of a
Well,
stalemate.
we have brought in all the minutes from the old things, I had to do a pilot digging.
Right, that was
We had it
regarding
all
to the
pointed at
tables,
the
right?
meeting, what was all the sound equipment was actually theater groups, all the lighting equipment was the theater groups, the tables, all the theater groups, and we were supposed to put a number together. Well, we had a suspicion that, yeah, then we got the bill for the theater group before we had sent that in. All of a sudden, we're paying double what we had paid the year before. And that looks damn suspicious.
Well, none of that was ever brought back to joint council, so we can't fix it if it comes back to joint council. So I think that's probably where we start, is having one quiet, controlled little meeting to bring the facts forward, and then if there's something to bring to joint council, then it can come to joint council. But that's
He wanted to get the list, buy it, come to agreement on that and buy it, and then have it under the umbrella of the hall. He said there's no sense, like if it's in the hall, it might as well be theirs, the halls.
Yeah.
And that's what he said at the meeting.
yeah, exactly, because
And we agreed
we're
with
not
it.
gonna be able to apply for grants to like replace the lighting or replace the sound system if it's not ours. And I know like when the speaker and stuff had gone, it was kind of muddy territory if we're even allowed to fix things because it wasn't ours, right? So we can't not have quality stuff in there because we don't know who it belongs. Like not that we don't know, but if it hasn't been documented properly and followed through with, then we can't move forward with anything. So if you want to, we can set up a meeting and I'm sure, well, whatever.
Can you work with something with that?
Yeah, no,
And
if
Dallas,
it's Michelle we're going
make it
through,
happen?
then if you want, I can come as a third party or a witness or whatever, if you wanna have, I think it's usually Mike, I think was said he wanted to kind of be the representative to go to meetings, so if,
Mike isn't out of the hospital.
oh, I didn't know that.
He went in May 2nd and had to come out.
Oh, no, okay,
That's half the battle with it. Doesn't work.
oh, okay.
Treasurer is, who spends most of her time in the hospital with him.
Okay. Okay,
So you two can, maybe you and Dallas can get together
Chat.
and work on something here and
yeah,
make this up happen somehow or other sometime?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else there, Harold?
No, that's it.
Malcolm?
Not too much. Don't know if it was mentioned or not, the Wildlife Association did some cleanup work at Lake Irwin and the dock area. Really looks fantastic. Thank them for that if it wasn't mentioned in previous meetings. The only other thing I wanted to mention was I caught wind of a Manitoba hydro move. I'll just read it out to you guys.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
I passed it around. I just didn't know if the rest of the council knew
yeah,
about it.
until you pass it, I
Okay.
hadn't heard it.
It just for, the house moved from Carberry to Audible areas, August 12th to 14th is when they're expecting it. Roughly 9 a.m. to noon, 120 customers east of Carberry around Melbourne. Noon to 4, 70 customers in the area of Sydney to Edrons. 3 to 8 p.m., 330 customers north of Carberry between Brookdale and Wellwood. And then it's going to keep moving north, 13th and 14th. Outage just depends on how the move progresses. Just so everyone knows,
And Hydro did phone out to,
they have phoned out to residents, okay, just so people realize what's moving through. They said about 30 feet high.
That's a big move.
It's a big move in several days and going right through the heart of us, so I just didn't know who all knew.
Anything else?
Thank you guys for doing such good work on the roads. Mowing and grading and looks good.
Same thing for me, all the guys working there, getting everything done, I think we've done a good job. All of our operators and everything good, thank you. Teresa, got anything? Nothing? Okay. Resolution number what for the next one here?
247.
247, 2025, be it resolved that council as committee of the whole move into in-camera to discuss personnel matters. A mover, please.
Yeah.
Seconder,
No, it's dead.
all in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay.